Hey everyone, welcome back. We've got major updates in the crypto space. China's M1 money supply is skyrocketing, the SEC just dropped its lawsuit against Coinbase, and more states are pushing for Bitcoin adoption. There's a lot happening, so let's break it all down. Bitcoin came incredibly close to breaking the $100,000 milestone, but just before reaching it, it got rejected. Within minutes, Bitcoin dropped from $99,100 to $97,600. A sharp correction that shook the market but also created big trading opportunities. This kind of volatility is something we've seen before at major psychological price levels. Meanwhile, XRP isn't moving much despite some bullish news for Ripple, and that's something we'll get into later. One of the biggest discussions right now is China's M1 money supply shooting up. Some people are saying China just started printing insane amounts of money, but that's not exactly what's happening. The truth is, China recently changed how it calculates M1, just like the US Federal Reserve did in 2020. M1 now includes retail bank demand deposits, and money stored on platforms like WeChat and Alipay is now counted. That's why the charts look so extreme. But let's be clear, China has been printing money for years. Since 2019, they've been increasing liquidity, and even though they drained some of it in 2024, they've now ramped things back up again. Last year, China announced its largest economic stimulus since the pandemic, introducing rate cuts and fresh funding. They even suggested using government money to prop up the stock market, essentially saying, if Apple or Google drop 20%, we'll start buying their stock with government debt. Imagine if the US government did that. It would be an unprecedented move. Some analysts are questioning whether this liquidity is flowing into Bitcoin. If it is, we could see a major wave of institutional investment coming in. Now, for the biggest bombshell, the SEC is dropping its lawsuit against Coinbase. After years of legal battles, millions in taxpayer dollars spent, and uncertainty hanging over the crypto industry, Coinbase is walking away with zero fines and zero business changes. This is a huge moment for the industry. Back in 2023, many people doubted Coinbase's decision to fight back, arguing that courts would favor the government and that investors wouldn't like it. But Coinbase stood its ground and won. The SEC originally accused Coinbase of selling unregistered securities and illegally offering staking services. The irony? The SEC approved Coinbase to go public in 2021, only to sue them later. But now with Gary Gensler gone, the agency is clearly changing its approach. This case sets a precedent that could impact the entire crypto industry. The SEC backing down could open the door for several big changes, including staking in ETFs. Imagine Ethereum ETFs offering yield or dividends, which would attract massive institutional investors. Other lawsuits, like those involving Binance and Ripple, could also be wrapping up. XRP hasn't reacted yet, but it should. This is huge. The SEC is shifting its approach. Just yesterday, they announced a cyber and emerging tech unit with 30 fraud specialists, signaling a more constructive stance toward investor protection. If you found this video as helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more videos.